Hey, what's going on, guys? Alright, so I bet you're wondering where I've been, and I'm going to keep it real short and say that I was having computer issues, and I'll explain that a little bit more later. But for now, on topic, this vid is going to be split into 4 different parts, and the first part is going to be training, then money making, then staking, and then finally shoutouts to the people who saw me in game, which there's actually a good amount of them because it's been so long. But the clips are only in order by part, so I just didn't want to confuse you guys. If you see something that probably should be somewhere else, that's wise because they're separated into different parts. And I just wanted to quickly say that some of the clips are a little bit old, but most of them are newer. So I hope you enjoy, and here we go. So the first thing I wanted to talk about was the selling and buying from the store method, which a couple of you guys mentioned that I should have been doing in the last video, but I'd known about the method, but I thought it was too expensive. But it's not too bad. It is a bit more expensive, but it's a lot faster. So basically what you do is you get noted stuff, and then you sell it to the store. You sell it to mage sticks. I was selling it to pickup sticks on accident at first because I didn't know what I was doing. But you sell the noted stuff to mage sticks, just right next to the obelisk, and then you buy it back, and then you just make the summons right there. And it's really fast. I've heard that you can do over 10,000 pouches per hour. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it seems about right. It does get you really fast experience, and it goes through your charms really quickly. And here's just a quick clip of me trying to get Keen Blades back, and in the process I got 37 HP. Though at this point I've kind of given up on Keen Blades, even though I probably shouldn't, because they can make a pretty big difference in the wilderness at such a low level. But I died with the one I had, and these things just wouldn't drop another one. And yeah, so I don't think I vidded it, but I ended up at the end of this vid, currently I have 42 HP and 52 defense. And I've mainly been focusing on summoning for now because I find it to be more boring to train and figure I'll get it out of the way quickly. And I'm still debating how I want to train HP and defense. I'm not sure if I want to do Soul Wars. I know most people do Soul Wars. Oh, here's just a quick clip. I actually got 69 summoning on Bork just using the Minotaur's special attack. And yeah, I've obviously been using Minotaurs to kill Bork now, since you can't really safe scroll anymore. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't think I'm going to do Soul Wars. I might do it for a little bit, but I think the majority of my combat training is just going to be PVM. That way I'm going to get charms through monsters, and I might get an effigy here and there. And I just find it more fun as well. Yeah, so in a couple of these clips you might notice that I have a magpie with me. That's just a little helpful thing to have, get you a little bit of extra money. And yeah, I did notice that a couple of you heard that I mispronounced magpie in my last video, and you definitely made sure to let me know of that. So thank you. One more thing, I actually joined, it was actually a while back when I first started my account that I joined this clan called the Summon Tanks, and a lot of them have been really helpful in just letting me know how I should be training my account. And even I don't usually ask questions, I kind of just look at what they're saying in the chat. Sometimes they're just messing around, but sometimes they do have some helpful advice going on. So that's been pretty helpful in building this account, just being surrounded by summon tanks. And here was this month's troll invasion, and I realized that in my last video I was being stupid by doing the skilling part, because not only did I not know what I was doing because I'd never done it before, but I found out that it would have been easier for me just to fight the trolls, because if you have a lower combat level, the trolls levels are lower too. And so as a summon tank it was no problem, and I managed to beat Cliff with about half of my rock tails left and using an adamant minotaur, but I'm pretty sure it's not that much harder using a lower level minotaur. And yeah, I found it funny here how right as I'm about to claim my reward I get a random event. Perfect, just my luck. But yeah, I ended up getting like 50k experience from that, so good deal. It's definitely something worth doing every month for so much experience, and it doesn't take that long at all. And this was just a lamp that I got from School of Fortune one day, got me 77 summoning. And here I just wanted to talk about my charm method. So as you saw in my last video, you know I normally barrage for myself, but for the same reason that this vid took so long to come out, I had to get some friends to help me out. My computer was doing this thing where if I opened too many programs it would like freeze up, and I had to restart it in order for it to start working again. So special thank you to Walter and Tilzanaya who helped me get charms, and obviously I paid them. I didn't just tell them to help me get charms, and here's my results in the end. Some of these were from when I was barraging for myself, and some were with the help from Walter and Till. So before we get into the next part of the vid, which will be money making, I just wanted to quickly go over, because I know a lot of you use my last vid as a guide to make your own summoning tanks. I just wanted to quickly go over all the pouches that I made in this video. So in the beginning of the video I was doing bloated leeches with crims, and then after that I was doing barker toads with the gold charms, and you're actually supposed to do barker toads, I think, with your gold charms until you're 99. If you use gold charms at all. Some people choose not to. And then I was doing fruit bats with my green charms, and then up to 76 I was doing stranger plants with my crims. And then here you're seeing me do granite lobsters up till 86 summoning, where I finally got my rune minotaur, and you'll see near the end of the video how I put my rune minotaur to use. So now we'll move on to money making, and as you can see I was doing clue scrolls for a little bit, which can be a fun and easy way to make some money, but it just wasn't cutting it for me, especially as a summon tank, because you can't equip everything that you need to do some of the clues, and I just wasn't making enough money. So I came up with this idea, as you're seeing now. When I had a myth minotaur, the scrolls for the thing just wouldn't sell at market price, and they would actually sell it around twice that much. So I compared the price of the pouches to the scrolls and found out that I could probably make some pretty good money turning the pouches into scrolls, because you know, you can get 10 scrolls per pouch, and then I would sell the scrolls in the GE, and it actually worked, but it did take a little bit of time. What I ended up doing, which as you're about to see, is just flipping the Myth Bora scrolls, because I could buy them for market price every now and then I would sell them for twice as much. And I did this for a long time. You'll see the results in the end. I actually started doing it with Addy Bulrush scrolls as well, because it worked the same with them. With Rune it's a different story. They sell like instantly for really cheap, and I'm not really sure why. But anyway, here was my tab of loot from PKing, and yeah, it looks like a lot, but it's really just a bunch of junk. I think my best thing that I got as loot was a royal crown. Some guy just, I don't know why he was wearing a royal crown, and yeah, so I sold all that, and you'll see the results of my PKing in a little bit, a couple seconds here. But yeah, I'm just not sure how interested you guys would be in seeing PKing at such a low level. Well, I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but yeah, here was my results. I made about 5 mil from PKing, and then you'll see my results from flipping the Bora scrolls, which it took a while, but it made a lot of money. And here was everything after I had bought and sold and done all that. About 18 mil, not counting the amount I made from PKing. And here we're moving on to part 3, staking. So after I got my Rune Minotaur, I went to the duel arena with like the 1.6 mil or so I had left after buying summoning, and I tested it out. Now keep in mind, what you're seeing here is my first effort trip there with the summon, so I obviously messed up a few things. I don't have everything perfect yet, obviously. It's going to take some practice. But yeah, it's rare to find low levels at the duel arena, unless of course they're also summon tanks. So I was staking like level 70s, 100s with 41 HP. So literally they could kill me in 2 hits. But surprisingly, I actually won a majority of the stakes that I did, and I actually ended up about 4 mil up in the end. I didn't show every stake that I won. I won a couple 1 mils, which helped a bit, and you're just seeing some of the clips that I won. And so yeah, there's just a few things that I want to talk about regarding some tank staking. For one, from what I've heard, a Rune Minnow is actually the best summon that a summon tank can use in the duel arena, even like over a Iron Titan, because a Rune Minnow can stun. And there's a couple tricks that you can use against people that use Titans that I'm not gonna go over them really too much in this video, because I'm obviously not a master of this yet. But there's one where you can walk the Titan, where basically you stand under the Titan so that it can't attack you after you attack it, and you have the Minotaur attack the person you're fighting, obviously. And then there's another one that I'm not sure how it works, but I've just heard that it's a good method where you can get the Titan to attack your Minotaur while your Minotaur is attacking the person. I'm gonna have to look more into that before I sound stupid. But yeah, I'll get back to you in my next video, or whatever I decide to do another staking video, I guess. Yeah, so if you're wondering about those mud pies in my inventory, they're actually for when rangers use bolas. It's basically so that you can get the Minotaur to attack them, because your Minotaur won't attack unless you're being attacked or if you attack someone else. So that's what you use the mud pies for. They don't give you any experience and they don't do any damage. It's just so that you can get your Minotaur to attack. And then I guess in regards to finding stakes, it's really not too hard for me because, I mean, it's probably not what you're supposed to do, but all I do is look for people like that are 50, 40 plus levels higher than me, and I just challenge them, and I put some on, and I let them have whatever weapon they're wielding. Like if they're a mage, I put mage on. Yeah, and they'll usually accept just because they think that they can beat someone that's so much lower level than them. It actually normally doesn't end up that way. So yeah, it really is a lot of fun, and I definitely plan to continue staking, especially when I get my defense and HP up. I'm thinking if I want to do more PKing, I'll get my defense up. If I want to do more staking, I'll get my HP up, because the dual arena is more about survival, while the wilderness, you have food, and obviously with defense you would have a Dragonfire shield as a summon tank. So we'll see what happens. I won't have much to lose because obviously I won't be transferring anything from Ecza over to this account, especially to stake with. Yeah, that's just about all I got to say about that. And then we're going to move into shoutouts in a second here. So here's all my subs that recognized me in game within the last couple weeks. First was Doohickey, then Fish a Tank, I Drop Kids 9, X Quick Death X, No Honoring, Anchoresque, King KJ, and Precow. I think I said that right, Preocow. Alright, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said earlier, I didn't include PKing yet because loot is pretty bad at such a low combat level. But I do get a lot of kills, so I don't know if you guys want to see PKing yet, or if you want me to hold on PK vids until I can at least kill debowers and Ivan Peers and get a little higher combat, get my DFS, get defense up, stuff like that. So let me know in the comments. I also want to know what you guys want my next vid to be. Do you want it to be... I know a lot of people like Project Nostalgia videos, and those were kind of like my first videos, and so I don't know if you wanted another one of those, if you wanted an update on Ecza, if you wanted maybe a staking commentary vid, or a staking NP commentary vid. I really want to know what you guys want. And I know... Alright, so about the Puro guide that I promised you guys like 5 months ago, that I'm not really sure. I started making it, and now it's kind of not as great money. It's still a really fun method, but Silent Core, he kind of had his video out on it, and I know his vid was definitely not a great guide. It was just kind of introducing everyone to Puro. I really know a lot about Puro, and if I wanted to, I could make a great guide on it. Let me know if you guys still want that, because it would take a lot of effort for me, and if you guys don't want it, I'd rather do PK commentaries and stuff like that. So let me know. Let me know everything you guys want, along with feedback, because you guys know I love reading through the comments, and I respond to pretty much every comment. And thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.